I hope the weather is good in everyone's area. And it was lovely today. It was 55, but we're at an altitude that it's so high that the sun comes down really intense. So at 50, it feels like it's 70. And this was one of the reasons why I love this place so much, besides the beauty of the mountains and the terrain and everything. All right. Good, good, good. All right. Hey, I'm curious. Are there any kind of questions anyone has that I can try to answer, or anything? This is the gathering. It's supposed to be for questions, and not only for healing, but mostly questions and stuff. Anything? Does the workshop make sense to you? We're having a workshop now, and it's pretty incredible. It's sunny but cold. Yay! And the workshop is on the art of healing, and it's pretty phenomenal. It's a lot of in-depth information, and I'll be giving another one in a few months, but online. But in any case, we have these events. They're for y'all. We have free healing circle every other week. I believe next week we have another one. Next Tuesday at 6:30 Mountain Time. And if that's correct, Lynn, can you let me know? And Lynn is in Canada, and she helps me out with all this stuff, and is the hub of the wheel, as I always say. And then we have the healing circle, the gathering every Wednesday. Um, and I also have appointments during the week if anyone is interested. They're pretty awesome. And they're between 30 minutes to an hour, depending upon what your needs are. And you'll determine how long it goes and stuff like that. And I'll give you as much information as I can of what we're working with, and I'll also work with you for the physiology, the biology, neurology, etc., skeletal issues, chronic situations, aches and pains, stuff like that. I'll do everything that I can to help you to feel better. And but it's really not me that's doing any of it. It's what I refer to as the godliness. And I just say, okay, boss, you take over. You do what you need to do. And it does in its way. And sometimes it shares with me in showing me the visual, what a cause might be. Not always, but when it does, that's great. And I love it. So in any case, I work with light. Light is my gift, my goal, and my tool. We all have it, and I'm better at it than most people on Earth because I practice with it more, and that's usually the only difference. So, John, I'm so curious. What city or town are you in? I think I knew you from Chicago, if I'm correct, many, many years ago. Um, so please let me know what town you're in or city, and give me a clue on that. I think there's a delay still, Lynn. I don't know how much. It might be about between 3 and 10 seconds. I'm not sure anymore. Uh, so, all right. Anyone here have any kind of questions they'd like to ask me on healing or spirituality? I'd be more than happy to try to answer them and give you my utmost from within myself, as much as I can. Please, anyone have anything they'd like to ask about? Patty's in the workshop that we're offering, and I hope it's good for you, Patty. Oh, there's a lot more message. Hey, Mariko, hey. All right. See, you're in Japan, that's right. Oh my God, a lot of snow. That's incredible. And I hope you're not getting swamped with the snow. Thanks, Lynn, for putting up all this stuff here. And yes, January 26th is the next healing circle, and it'll be strictly for healing. And today, during the gathering, I will work with people for healing, not as in depth as I will with the healing circle, but I will give as much as I can. Also, Lynn put up a link for supporting, and I work with a lot of, or I work with some street people, and I usually like to give them groceries and I like to give them money depending upon their situation or whatever I have. And I even go to the extent of going to the store to get them a bag of groceries if I can. There's a lot of people now that are really hurting, and I just feel it's my place. So if you want to help me to help them, please do go to the website and give something if it's within you to do that, and if you have the capability of doing that. Not everyone has the capability of giving something, because a lot of people are hurting today. And a couple weeks ago, I read a report that literally 1/3 of all kids don't get any kind of quality nourishment, not because of foods that they're eating, but because of the lack of food that they're getting. So, and there's people that I work with that have kids. They're out on the streets. So please, if you feel free, and I only work with street people. So, in any case, John, you live in Arizona now. Oh my God. I don't know where Fox Lake is, but that's really awesome. That's awesome. And yes, it was Illinois that you used to come to the healing circles, I think, back in the old day. And not saying that we're old, but in any case, how do you build your light? Great question. I think by choosing to live a true, honest, integrity-minded life is, without getting wrapped up in a lot of mass mind stuff, but recognizing that there's a divinity within you, there's a godliness within you that wants to express. That's what builds the life, the light. And it's light, it's life, it's love, and it's instilled within you, and it's recognizing that there's something in you that wants to come forth. And you'll see that you go through change as you focus on that in your life and take that seriously. That's how we really, really build that light within. And you don't have to worry about spiritual exercises. Then we start to get off balance and we go more into the spiritual world, which really throws us out of sync. We don't want that necessarily. And if we stay as the common person and we ignore the spirituality, that's way out of sync. So the idea is to blend both worlds together, the spiritual and the physical. That's the true spirituality. That's what takes us through the exercise of building light within. It accelerates the need for that light within to come forth as we give. Very important. That's my take on spirituality anyway. There's other people that teach you how to do different things, and they're for naught usually. Not saying that anyone is incorrect or bad or wrong or right or anything else. And my take on stuff. And I was more in touch, I believe, when I was younger. Yes, because we're innocent, more innocent. Even though we do crazy things, we're still more innocent. And we get to express ourselves. And as we grow older, and more mature, we express ourselves less because we fit in more into the world, and we get socialized in some respect, and we ignore that freedom within us to express ourselves. And I think everything is an experience that we're learning to find out about, because that experience leads into a wisdom. That's what we're finding out about. And the more restricted we are in our lives, the more socialized we are in our lives. I think sometimes or oftentimes we're curtailed in looking for the self within, which is like the seed of God within us that wants to express forth from us. Hey, Christina, good to see you, my dear friend. And I hope that almost answers your question, John. What I suggest also is going to my classes. There's a lot of free classes that I give. Once or twice a month, I'll have a free mini course on something. And then I have this gathering where I talk a little bit. And I also work with people. And then I also have uh, the Healing Circle, and that's free as well. And I also have the appointments if anyone's interested. And take advantage of them. Most people tell me that something in their life has changed, and that's all that matters. And I'll work with the physiology, I'll work with the emotional distresses or the spiritual experiences that you might have had that you are confused about, and that kind of genre. And then also, I don't know what else. I got courses maybe once a month that I'm offering. As I mentioned earlier, when we first started just now, that I have a class. It's a really in-depth class on the art of healing. So, and people are telling me that they're getting something really dynamic out of it, and that's all that matters. And it's when we're working with healing, we're working with our knowing and acceptance, and so we're finding what we know and what to accept in our lives. That's what healing is knowing and acceptance, and that's what makes me, as I mentioned earlier, better than most people. I practice that more, and this is just what I do and what I teach and what people are hungry for. Bebop. Let's see. Is it possible to manifest something with lower vibration than you wanted? Let me read the rest of the question. I thought you were supposed to get what's in your best interest. We do, but we find it more readily available if we concern ourselves with something and keep our focus on that, being concerned about it. Then there's an easier manifestation. When I'm talking about being concerned, I'm not talking about worry. Sure, we find that when we're in dire straits, or when the whole world is stripped away from us, or we're in a horrible place in life, we get our prayer answered. That's the deep worries. But the worry is the deteriorative process. It gives us ulcers in the stomach and wrinkles on the forehead. And we're not necessarily after that, but we are after trying to find a concern for something, giving our heart to something, and even in our so-called prayer, say, "Oh God, help me," whatever, with this situation, and this is my lowest point in life for this. What are you going to do about it? How are you going to help me, God? Then we find the manifestation so much easier. So I think that the lower vibrations are a waste of time, and it deteriorates us. And the higher vibration is having the concern versus the worry. And so, we have an opportunity to redirect our thinking. And in that redirection, we can go into something creative versus destructive. I hope that makes sense. I truly hope so. And we do have, Lynn wrote, we do have free mini courses. There's one coming up. And let's see, and she put the link on and everything for that, so if anyone's interested. I hope that answers your question, Bebop. Is it possible to manifest something in a lower vibration? Yeah, we can, but it's going to be more of a destructive versus more of a higher vibration. And I think every word, every thought, every action is our living prayer. So no matter where we're coming from, it's going to be answered. We can want something really destructive in our life. That's why bad people get good things happening to them, because they have a prayer too. And an impersonal God is going to answer anyone's prayer where they're coming from in their life. It's more difficult to have the lower vibration than it is for the higher vibration. And so that's the way it is in life. And we all have access, all of us, to have our prayers answered, dependent upon how deeply you desire it. And that's where the manifestation comes in, through the desire. And I use the term concern. So basically, redirect to make it a higher vibration. Yes, and it's taking that and turning it into a deep focus from your heart, how deeply you want it. The deeper you want it, the more intense the prayer will be answered, and the more fulfilled it will be. But it will be made more perfect, always, through the depth of our desire, from our heart. It'll be answered more directly and more fulfilled in a greater way that will last us. So good point, Bebop. Redirecting it to a higher vibration. Yes. I hope this made sense for people in my gibbering. The world according to Mark, as I always say. So, all right. Any other questions or comments that I can try to answer here? I'd love to. And we have about a half an hour left, a little bit more. And anything I can try to answer. Questions pertaining to healing or spirituality, or kind of questions that Bebop asked, about any of the courses coming up. Please feel free. There is a delay on this, so it makes it a little awkward, but I will. Yeah, and being in your best interest. In whatever you desire, whatever you have a need for is going to come up. And if it's correct for you, like if you have a desire to be president of the United States, if you're not in the proper position to take that job on, it's not going to be answered. It's not going to be answered at all. But if it's something for your best interest in your life, it will be, whatever that is, or something greater will come along for the answer to that. So that is the best interest. And it's almost like we're being prepared for whatever our genre is. And we have the ability to ask for whatever we truly, truly need. It'll be made available for us and to us. But realizing your prayer, it affects the world around you and your environment and everyone that's concerned. So if you change, other people in your environment are also going to change. Please keep that in mind. It's a good point. That's how powerful your words are and your prayer is. Every word, every thought, every action. It's your living prayer. So please do keep that in mind. Good points, Bebop. Good points. Anyone else have any kind of questions or something they'd like me to chat about a little bit pertaining to healing or spirituality? I'd be more than happy. Please feel free. John wrote, I'm having a hard time as of late with spirituality. I believe, but have questions on God. I believe it's just hard to comprehend as I get older. I hear you. I think as we get older, though, we get simpler, and we don't need those or some specific questions to be answered because we're participating in it without knowing. Because our lives become simpler, we have the paradox inside of us in our thinking minds trying to go back into the way that we were. And so, I think the only thing that really relieves that within us, as we have that desire to find that divinity within and all around, to search for that divinity within all around, is to go through the search and look for it and wonder about it. That's when it shows its face to us in our lives in some way or another. All of a sudden we turn around saying, oh my God, I understand something, for the first time, because you wondered about it. You contemplated on it. That's where the answers come to us, when we put our heart into doing something. And sometimes, when we're younger, we start to go on the path a little bit and we look for the discovery of spirituality. and we get disappointed or we get distracted in life, and then later in life we come back to it, and we have the opportunity to go within ourselves to wonder about things, because that's how we get answers, is through wondering. It's just not out of the blue. Well, it is out of the blue in some sense, but in another sense, oh, I think I'm going to go into spirituality. No, you worked your way into thinking that. And because something is calling you. And so it's discovering what is that calling in your life. And in order to discover it, we have to wonder about it. Then the answers are given to us. It doesn't come through our thinking or trying to figure out or trying to understand. Those are only temporary. When we're wondering about something, that is embedded within us, and an answer actually comes to us. Whether it be a visual or an audio or whatever, it's going to come to us in our search, and that's the only way. All right, I hope that answered the question, John. Mariko wrote, someone said that if I say thank you 25,000, nah, you can say thank you one time and miracles will happen. I say thank you 1,000 times each day. Sometimes my effort doesn't work because we're counting on something outside of ourselves. And even though the thank you is coming from within, as long as we're grateful for what happens with us in our life and what happens with other people, even if it's difficult times, if there's a gratefulness, then that's the message that's that we're relaying, and that's what's also going to show the miracle around us. If we have the gratefulness within ourselves, we don't have to say it 5 times or 20 times in 14 minutes or 12 minutes or 45 minutes. We have to find that gratefulness within ourselves for situations, whether they be creative or destructive, happening to us or other people. Then we find ourselves coming out of the destructive into a greater experience. That's where we're going to find the true miracle. And that's what's going to create more miracle in our life. So, yes, words do have power. But I tend to think that, again, every word, every thought, every action is living prayer. So to me, that means that words, if we use them purposefully, if we take the word for what is meant for the word and use it in a sentence, it has a different connotation than just sprouting out words and trying to be like everyone else. If we say words purposefully, they carry a great power, force, and energy to them. And it's finding that out. And also seeing what other people are saying, we have the ability to listen to what they're saying and see what they're really saying through the definitions of the words, not the pictures they're trying to share with us through the words, if that makes sense. Yes, if words are used correctly, they do have great power and force and energy to them. So it's learning to say our words carefully, and because the words have a meaning to them, and meanings also carry pictures. I hear people all day long, all around at stores and all kinds of places, and they're just saying things that are totally nonsensical most often. They don't mean what they say or say what they mean. And it's just gibberish, in my understanding. So, in any case, please, if anything else I can try to, relate in my understanding. If there's something you don't understand that I mentioned, I'll say it in another way. Please. Or is there anyone here that that would like me to work with them real briefly on one thing? If you have Um, yes, you have to be careful not to manipulate. Very important. Very important. Then we're misusing the words. Total misuse and abuse. And then it's lowering our vibration as we're manipulating. So, is there anyone here who would like me to work with one thing? If both arms are bothering you, tell me which one is the worst out of the two. Or if you have hurt finger or headaches or whatever, I'd be more than happy to do prayer work with you. And when I do work with you, I don't say prayers out loud. It's always within myself. And what I do is I pray to that divinity within myself to help a person to feel better. And most people tell me that something in their life has changed. I say, fine. And this is what I'm known for. And I keep it really simple. Very, very simple. Please, anyone here have anything you would like me to talk about or work with you or someone else even? I'd be more than happy. So you write your comments there and I'll wait. And I'm not going to talk about nothing. Please help with upper back. Okay, Bebop. Let me also with your upper back. My friend Barbara. Also, okay, good. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, I would be more than happy to say a blessing for her. And I did last night as well when you requested that. Or was it this morning? I don't remember. But let me work with the upper back of Bebop. And some people may actually, even though I'm here and you're in Canada, Europe, or wherever, you might feel my hand or hands touching. So some people do, and or later they'll continue to feel the hands there. It's the spiritual hand, the spirit of the spiritual hands that will retain there and constantly will be working with you. And if you don't, that's fine. It doesn't mean that it's not. So let's see if we can help to create a change on that Bebop on your upper back. I don't know what side it is, but one of the sides is even going right into inside the shoulder blade area, underneath the shoulder blade area, where there's it almost feels like it's pulling in there or something, or tender. And I'm curious, Bebop, if you can answer this. If you've been worried about the curvature of your spine, please answer. Let me know. Not that you're going to have the curvature of your spine, but if you were worried about it. Okay. All right. So I finished with that part. And so let me get to, and I hope you feel better with that. Most people tell me that something has changed. So, all right, with did Bebop. And let me see here with Lynn. My friend Barbara recently tested positive for COVID. Could you say yes? Yes, I will gladly. I'll do it again. And again, I did do it last night, I believe. So And my perception is that I actually got to witness, this may sound crazy to you, but I got to witness a couple angelics tending to her to make it easier on her. So you'll let me know, Lynn, how she's doing, please. And thank you so much. Thank you. John, yes, Bebop, it was um, the spine. Yes, I was correct on that. Okay, so don't worry about that. In my perception, uh, um, uh, but you'll have an ease in your life, and that's what you're looking for. That's what you're looking for. So, um, and what I was working with Bebop was the mind of that curvature, and so uh, it's almost like it'll be arrested. It won't go anymore, and the effect of it will be lessened. That's all that I know. So just wanted to let you know, Bebop. And John, left torn bicep tendon. Let me see if we can help you uh, feel better with this. And I'm hitting a little resistance with it, and I'm going to tell that resistance to kind of take a hike and get out of Dodge. And it's going to take certain types of uh, uh, therapy, like resistance exercises that you can find in therapy to redevelop, and where it won't need a surgical procedure, John, just to let you know, if you want to go that route. So, uh, and this will help quicken your process. This will help. And blessings to you, John, and your bicep. So good to see you. It's been years. Um, and Lynn, okay, thank you very much. I wasn't sure. Yes, yes, yes. Things are going to be made easier for your friend Lynn, much easier than they would have been. She's actually getting tended to by those two angelics that I saw. Christine, I would love to work on my headaches, sinus issues. Thank you. Sure, my pleasure. Um, sinus headaches. And happy birthday, they said. Let's do it this way. I want to see if I can get the skull plates to breathe a little bit more inside. It's almost like a breath. As I described it to people, it's almost like uh, the old time screensavers on the computer, where they would have this, the Windows would have a cloth a webbed cloth that would always fold and enfold within itself in constant movement and flowation. So it would constantly be breathing. That's what my sense is when I work with people with this technique or with this craft. And let's see if this doesn't help you, Christina. So, and you'll hopefully experience a relief and a release inside. Lynn, my daughter is still getting migraines. I'm starting to wonder if there's something else linked to them. Let me, I don't know. I don't know. But I venture to say they're not as much as they used to be, I don't believe. But they're still there. As far as potential future, um, my perception is that they will go away. And so, but still, I don't know why anyone has to suffer. So we're going to see if we can lessen that even a little bit more. My perception was that there was like an expansion. So let's see how that helps or works with that. Bebop Road, I've been doing a lot more exercises to help also. That's awesome. That's awesome, Bebop. Good for you. Yes, yes, yes. And Lynn, that's amazing. Thank you. Barbara is such a wonderful, kind, and generous person. That's lovely. I'll definitely keep you posted. Please do. I really appreciate that. And Christina wrote, wonderful. Thank you. Good, good, good. And uh, hey, look, Christina, let your husband take care of you. You don't give my love to Steve also. And so, um, yeah, with Lynn, the angelics are there, tending to her. That's the vision I keep on getting. All right. Anyone else have anything they would like me to work with? And please do keep me updated on what their situations develop into. I would love to hear it. And then, or anyone have any kind of questions for me, I try to answer. Anyone, please. I'd love to. Uh, Makes me think I'm taken away from. No, you're not taken away, John. Trying to heal people. Words. Being there, I feel connected. Yeah. If anyone would like an appointment with me and to work with anything or to delve into any kind of spirituality, I'd be more than happy. Um, and so if you want an appointment on the website, you can go for the appointments at markehrlicks.com. And if you want to go to any of the classes and register that are listed on the website, write Lynn, and her email is admin@markehrlicks.com. Or if you want to do any of the future workshops, let me know or let Lynn know. And if money is a problem, we can help. More than happy. So, Christina wrote, yeah, he does take care of me. I love it. The woman is the heart of the world. So, got to take care of the woman. And so, in any case, please, if there's anything, let Lynn or I know. Again, Lynn's email is admin@markehrlich.com, and my email is mark@markehrlich.com, and the web address is markehrlich.com, and all the events are listed. Sign up for the newsletter. Everything's pretty much updated now, I believe. Is that correct, Lynn? I believe it's all updated. And any other questions or comments or things about healing or spirituality? Anyone want me to work with them? I'd be more than happy. I'm going to start checking off everyone here of saying hi and thank you and commenting and stuff like that of the things that we've already talked about. Great messages. Great questions. And some of the things that we talked about were really applicable there in things that we were delving into. Please, anything, anyone, and or else we're going to say our adieus. And when we say our adieus, that means I'm going off the air. I'm checking off everything here. Please don't forget the supporting if it's within your heart to do that. It hurts me to see people hungry or without, and I freely give, and I need to continue to freely give. It's just part of my life, what I do. And there, I checked off everyone, I think, that made comment. I hit a like. And let me see here. Anything else? Anyone? Please, please, please. Upcoming. Yeah, there's the website information Lynn put up. And so take advantage of that and look at everything. Good, good, good. There's the admin. All right. Well, my pleasure working with your daughter. And it's a blessing to know these migraines will be a thing of the past. They will be. It'll develop into that. But what we did was we, by the grace of God, we helped them to lessen to varying degrees. And that's what's important, to suffer less with them. And good, good. All right, everyone. I'm so honored that you dropped by to see me. I'm totally honored, and I'm grateful, and thank you very, very much. You rock. And please put in hashtag you rock. Google Analytics loves it. So please do that. It helps our ratings boost up there a little bit. And you guys rock. And I am thankful for that. Let's see. You guys rock. Hashtag you rock. Oh, Ansel. Oh, what are we doing here? All right, thank you so much. Let me put this in here. There we go. You guys rock. There. All right. No, not today. Not today, Lynn. I'll even check off I like my comment. All right, everyone. I'm so honored. We're cutting out 5 minutes early, and be here next week, and we'll just continue with this stuff. And we'll do another gathering, and if there's anything I can work with, and also next Tuesday at 6:30 is Mountain Time, is the thanks, John and Bebop, is the Healing Circle. and there'll be a lot more people, a lot more things to work with, and the spirit will move, and I'll be able to see things and express things as well if I should see them. It's not guaranteed, but sometimes it doesn't want to um, show me stuff. It just says, keep on working, Mark. And I do. Then the person tells me that they feel better, which is usually the case right away. Some people experience it the next morning or later that night or a day later saying, oh my God, when did this leave me? And so that happens too quite often. And so, yeah, if you can send questions ahead of time before next Wednesday of things you'd like to know about, I'd be more than happy to talk about them, and I'll have them, ahead of time. And that's awesome too. Thank you, everyone, and also suggestions for future mini. Oh yes, please. If anyone has any topic they would like me to talk about in a mini class, please send it to Lynn at admin at markrolix.com or me, Mark at markrolix.com. And I'd be more than happy, to take a look at that and to give a mini course on whatever you want to know about pertaining to spirituality, if it's within my realm. And, we'll take it from there, or about healing. Or any aspect of healing you'd like to know about. I'll give it my all. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Blessings to you, and see you tomorrow. Should be next Tuesday at 6:30 my time, Mountain Daylight Time, or every Wednesday at 7 o'clock Mountain Daylight Time. And look out for the mini courses and the big workshops as well, and other events on the website. Thank you, and God bless you.